Good day. So, Ozzy Osbourne is sharing a little bit of frustration with the media. Updates us on his health, says, I'm not dying. According to what the media would have you believe. And I wanted to talk a little bit about that. We've been learning more and more that, look, we have to understand these media companies, they're driven by their sponsors. They say and do things that their sponsors want them to do, the people that hold the money. So, and they also, try to generate news at the expense of other people all the time. Ozzy being no different. They will flog his health matters until there isn't anything left to flog. Now, right here he talks about how it drives him nuts. I looked in the magazine. Ozzy's on his last legs. I'm effing not dying. Come on, guys. Haven't I had it bad enough already? If I get okay today, if the doctors said to me today, oh, you can tour, it would still take another 6 months. These things, and not to mention the fact that we still are playing catch up tour-wise with all of the other tours that got canceled. There are only so many tour buses to go around. This is an actual logistic problem that is going on right now. That's why if you're gonna tour, you better do it. If you cancel, there's gonna be somebody to take your place right away. That is one of the reasons why he's saying it will take half a year just to get it organized. Regardless of what people think, all these big bands don't own all their own tour buses and all that. That's an expense that a band just does not want to. These things are expensive to maintain, and it's just an expense that most bands, don't obtain. They just, that's the record company's problem. If they want us on a tour bus and blah blah, they're gonna tour us around on their dime, and that's how it goes. Now, there are plenty of bands out there that do own their own tour buses. That's not it's not an unheard of thing, but it is still the logistical problem that is going on right now with touring. So even if Ozzy was able to get up today and say, "Yep, I feel like $1 million, let's do this," it's still going to take a half a year. They canceled the tour. They've already started reimbursing people back. They can't say, "Oh, we changed our minds, guys. Sorry, our bad. Come get your tickets. We changed it. Ozzy's feeling better now." It's logistically, you have to do all that all over again. It has to happen. That's why he put out these statements talking about the fact that he was so humbled and just amazed by the fact that people have held on this long waiting for him to get better. That's totally understandable. Now, my gripe personally is, I take issue with the way the media handles a lot of figures, and how they'll take political sides and try to create drama or create issues where there are none. Ozzy Osbourne touched on his ongoing health issues, saying, "You have no idea what I feel." We're gonna do a little bit of Ozzyisms here. What I feel like on one-legged man, I feel like a one-legged man in an ass-kicking contest. The only thing I've got that keeps me going is making records, but I can't do that forever. I got to get out there. I'm still in constant pain. I do the best I can to stay away from the pain medications, which We'll get to it in a minute. This is an issue that people need to worry about. I mean, last week I couldn't I wasn't sleeping great. You know, all of a sudden for 2 back-to-back nights, I never slept a wink. If you're gonna torture me, just keep me awake for a couple of days. I'll tell you what, whatever the F you want me to say. Now, it's no secret Ozzy has had his issues with, addictions. Alcoholism is probably the thing that has fried his brain the most, if we really want to get for real and serious. But the amount of sedatives, tranquilizers, pain medications, and everything that he's been on or been prescribed. Look, if you go look at the show The Osbournes and you watch Ozzy Osbourne, just watch the way he acts, the things that this is not the way a straight person acts and functions. It's just not. And we know this. But we've come to accept some of our musicians or our stars like this. And that's not necessarily, it's like, oh, that's just Ozzy being Ozzy. No, that's a drug addict being a drug addict. We need to help him out because he's frying his brain. And, this is coming from somebody that's, spent time frying their brain at, points in their lives. It's, it's something that, is when you're somebody like Ozzy and you have access to anything you want at any time, you can only imagine that it's going to take its toll on your body physically and everything. And it's going to be that much harder for him to get his shit together. Because at the end of the day, now he has to worry about, I can't afford to get addicted to meds. And then what's going to happen with the tour? I can't go on tour addicted to pills because that's a problem. So, and it's so easy to overdo things on tour because you're sore, you're in pain, you're this, you're that. You're trying to keep up. So what are you going to do? What other people have done that have killed themselves is you're going to eat more drugs just to be able to maintain. Now, we're at a time in Ozzy's life where we cannot afford for him to be doing stupid stuff like that. It's not in the cards. He knows it's not in the cards. That's why he's talking about staying away from pain meds. Imagine the struggle to know that you've abused something to the point that now when you need it, you can't take it. And even if you did, it's not going to do the same things that it would do for normal people because you have altered those receptors to the point to where they don't function like they normally should. They're not actually there to kill pain no more. They're actually there to get you high. And, I really feel for this situation because, he's Ozzy freaking Osbourne. This dude, he needs to be on the stage. He wants to be on the stage. He wants to be in front of thousands of people screaming. He wants to be screaming back at them. This is what Ozzy Osbourne is all about. And, I said in the last video about him, this is somebody who we expect, to go out on the stage, not, go out with a whimper. And I think there's a possibility these things still could happen. But at any rate, a little bit of understanding from our media folk might help just a tad. And most people out there understand the gravity of what is going on with Mr. Osbourne here. And how he's got all these different barriers around him, and he only has so many avenues to be able to help himself. And sadly, because of past actions, it has altered the way his future is going to be able to be dealt with. So, yeah, I thought this was something worth sharing. You can go check out. Obviously, you can go check out the whole interview up on Blabbermouth, as well as there's a whole thing on XM where he gets down, and of course you can find that all on Blabbermouth, YouTube, all the places. But yeah, I mean, it would be awesome to be able to see them do at least some big dates or whatever. But I think pushing the man and what we want or what fans want is so far down the line of what actually needs to be happening and what is really important that I can see the man's frustration, and I can understand him being a little perturbed. He comes out and he's trying to be a bit forthcoming about his health situation, and now he reads that he's dying. It must get old. so yeah, hopefully a little bit of levity, a little bit of explanation on the variables that Mr. Osbourne is dealing with, and we wish him the speediest of recoveries, but expecting him to push this or anything, I personally think that to keep himself sane and to keep himself on the level, he should focus on writing music. He knows he can't do that forever. He knows that he's going to have to tour on that at some point, or he's going to have to do something. So, but for now, I think that's the best thing he can be doing, and it will also, really placate, and it will keep everybody, somewhat satisfied and appeased whilst things get sorted. So, yeah. A little bit of news on OZZY. Send him your best wishes, all that good stuff. Like I said, you go check out the full interview over on Blabbermouth and all them places. I hope everybody out there is having a great day. I hope it's going as good as it can be. We got plenty more stuff to talk about. We will see you in the next one. Have a great day out there, everybody.